Welcome to Easy Learning.
Exercise number 16. We can see, therefore, that the common expressions a long life and a short life have real meaning only when thought of in relation to the life of the man in the street. The number of years on which insurance companies base their figures, but we seem at present ready to ask questions and willing to hear the answers. So let us ask one or two further questions. What do the words long and short mean when used in regard to distances? What do we mean when we say a place is near or far, when we say a thing is of light weight or is heavy, when we say that we are moving more or less quickly? What do we mean when we say that an object is great or is small? We find that all these expressions have real meaning only when one object is considered in relation to some other object. Nothing can be long or short, big or small, light or heavy of itself. It can be these things only when considered in relation to some other object. The life of a man is short almost beyond measure when considered side by side with the life of man upon earth, past and future. So, too is any distance we have upon earth short beyond measure when considered side by side with the distances which are beyond the earth. If we move round the earth in a straight line, the biggest distance we can cover is about 25,000 miles. But if we look far out beyond the earth, we are faced with distances in relation to which 25,000 miles are as nothing. The most distant object of which observations can at present be made is thought to be 140 million light years away from the earth. Light, as we know, moves at 186 186,000 miles a second, which it is agreed is a considerable rate. One light year is the distance which light covers moving throughout the year at a rate of 186,000 miles a second. When, therefore, it is stated that something is at a distance from us of 140 million light years, a distance is represented which it is beyond our powers to picture. Our earth is large if measured by other objects upon the earth, but it is a small thing of no importance whatever when measured by objects outside the earth. When measured by the size of some of the great masses of burning matter which we see as points of light above us at night, we tell our friends perhaps that our weight is this or is that, but here again we meet with difficulties. Our weight is different in different parts of the world. While if we found ourselves on a body smaller than the earth, we should be so light that we could move about with an ease impossible here. On the other hand, if we found ourselves on a body much bigger than the earth, we should be so heavy that we could hardly move at all. We read in the newspaper that a plane has reached the wonderful rate of over 600 miles an hour. But what is a rate like this when thought of side by side with the rate at which light moves? As for movement to the north or to the south, to the east or to the west, we know that our movement can be judged only in relation to some other object which is at rest or which can be said to be moving at a given rate away from or towards us. The earth itself is turning at a great rate and we do not feel this movement of itself. We can judge the movement of the earth only in relation to some other object which is not moving with it. We have probably all had the experience of not being able to tell which way a train is moving at night when we cannot see anything out of the windows. We cannot tell which way we are moving or at what rate we are moving except in relation to another object which is not moving with us. And so we find that many of the common expressions of daily life have no meaning in themselves and become real for us only when considered in relation to some other fact or object. Full stop.